There was a time when Indian left seemed impossible to defeat. In state after state, election after election, the communist government stood straight, while the national politics kept changing around them. But today, that era may finally be over. For the first time in decades, India is moving towards a reality where no left party governs the state. Not Kerala, not West Bengal, not Tripura. A movement that once controlled millions of votes, commanded massive street power, and shaped India's political language is now struggling just to stay relevant. And the biggest question is, how did such a powerful force collapse so completely? The latest election may have delivered the final blow. The Left Democratic Front, led by Pinarayi Vijayan, has lost power in Kerala, the last major fortress of communist politics in India. And this defeat carries enormous symbolic weight because for over 50 years, at least one Indian state always had a communist-led government. No matter how the national politics changed, the left always had a seat at the table, until now. To understand the fall, you first have to understand the rise. The Indian left was not born on the margins. At one point, it stood at the center of the Indian politics. In 1957, Kerala created history by electing the world's first communist government through democratic voting. It shocked the world. Then came West Bengal, where the left built one of the strongest political machines India had ever seen. From 1977 to 2011, the left ruled the state continuously for 34 years. An entire generation grew up knowing only left rule. In Tripura, communist politics became deeply rooted in everyday life. The party organization was powerful, disciplined, and everywhere. And nationally, the left once carried real influence in Delhi. In 2004, the left parties won 60 seats in the parliament. They were powerful enough to influence economic policy, welfare programs, and major national decisions. At one point, Jyoti Basu was even close to becoming Prime Minister, but slowly, the foundation began to crack. The first major warning came in 2011. After ruling West Bengal for more than 3 decades, the left was swept out of power by Mamata Banerjee. It was not just an election defeat, it felt like the collapse of an entire political era. Then came another shock in 2018. Tripura, once considered a communist stronghold, also slipped away. And after that, only Kerala remained. For a while, it looked like the left could survive there. In fact, the LDF broke Kerala's usual anti-incumbency trend by winning 2 consecutive elections. But now, even the final wall appears to have fallen. And the reasons go far beyond one bad campaign. India changed faster than the left did. The party's traditional base, factory workers and trade unions, became weaker in a modern economy. Young voters no longer connect with old slogans or ideological language that once inspired earlier generations. Leadership also became a problem. While other parties projected younger, media-savvy faces, the left often looked stuck in another era. And then there was this ideological crisis. In an India increasingly driven by aspiration, business, and global ambition, many voters started seeing the left economic vision as outdated. At the same time, the regional parties began capturing the communities that once formed the backbone of communist support. And also, the rise of the BJP completely changed the political background. Strategic mistakes also hurt the party. And today, the numbers reveal the scale of the fall. From nearly 60 MPs in the parliament to just a slight presence now. From ruling multiple states to ruling none. From shaping national debates to barely being part of them. This is not a political defeat. It is the fading of a moment that once helped define modern India. Because whether people supported the left or opposed it, its impact was impossible to ignore. It shaped the labor laws, it pushed land reforms, it kept welfare, inequality, and workers' rights at the center of political debate. But now, after decades of influence, that red chapter in Indian politics might finally be coming to an end.